matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
From his end zone, Wilson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
This defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd and 9.
Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete.
The Bengals hit 3-0 here in the month of September. They coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Mixon with a first down carry.
He'll take it inside the 25.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
Mixon. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. P-Ryan. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
11.
Once more, P-Ryan. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They run for it with Mixon. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The last run got 6, now second and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that he got into his head a little bit.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, looking good. It's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
That's certainly it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He stiff arms him. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Boyd. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field right away.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. He's going to float this over the middle deep.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Burrow. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? You can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
From the 24,
Tua. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
he shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
Touchdown! Cedric Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Burrow will throw.
Got his target. That's Kohler.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on it.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go, here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
11 empty, 11 empty. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Now Burrow on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Burrow. And the pressure gets to him again.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll throw now on the final play.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Channing Tindall. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
11, 11, 11, 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Get ready. the middle they go with Mostert.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tua going to tap this forward on a jet sweep.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Here we go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Tua now on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now they go play action now. Burrow.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He gets this one to Boyd.
And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They go play action with Burrow.
Right side and caught by Kohler.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the gun to give to... Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by McPherson out the game. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be out right at the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tua going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Here we go. Shot 17.
Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Fights through it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Burrow. Pass out left, finds Kohler.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move to James. Mixing up the middle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
2nd and 9. To throw, Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Burrow. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, Dave. Your time is coming. 2-0 in that division. Waiting for you, Hall.
Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.